Hello, and welcome to season 2 of the Combed Education Podcast. Let's talk hair. My name is Araz Nelson. I am your host, and I am so happy to have you here. For my regular Comies, I want to say welcome back. And for those of you who are new here, welcome. I am kicking off this season with a episode that is very important to me. And it's all about saving time. So if you followed along in my journey, if you know me either online or in real life, you know that I am as efficient as it comes, and I try and make my life as easy as possible and save as much time kind of with everything that I do, because I feel like there's so much on my plate that I'm juggling. And so I have to be very efficient. So today, I'm going to share with you 5 no-brainer ways to save some time in the salon, because as we all know, time is a very limited resource. We all have a finite amount of time available to us, and once it's gone, it's gone. It cannot be regenerated. It cannot be bought. It's gone. So knowing this, I think offers us a sense of urgency to make the most of our time and to use it wisely. So with the majority of people having a plethora of obligations, appointments, to-do lists, to get done lists that are never ending, I think that being resourceful and efficient with how we spend our time is more valuable than ever, not only for ourselves, but even to the guests that we serve. So while I have so many tips on really how to be more efficient and maximize your timing in general, today I want to focus on a few of the most important tips I have to save you time in the salon. So these are strategies that I personally have used, that I personally work with, and they work well for me. So I'm hoping there's a few little nuggets of gold here for you. As I always say, these are things that work for me. Take what works for you and leave what doesn't. What I have to say is not law, is not rule. It's just what has worked for me. Okay, so take what works and leave what doesn't. So 5 no-brainer ways to help you save time in the salon. Here we go. Number 1, automate your social media posts. It is 2023. And if you're a stylist and you're not on social media, it's time that you kind of reevaluate that position. I'm not going to sell you on why you should be showing up regularly. I'll make a different post for that. But I would highly encourage you to at least start. Now, to those of you who are utilizing this incredible resource known as social media, you know how important it is to be consistent and to show up regularly. Whether you are looking to attract new clients in your chair, to market and nurture to your current clients, or if you're looking to branch out and maybe work with manufacturers and brands, consistent posting is key to remaining relevant, okay? Too many of us are posting our work as we go through the day or the week, and we're posting directly on Instagram. And while there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, there is a better way. So there are so many apps and platforms, and even on Instagram directly, where you can upload your content, write your captions, add your hashtags, and schedule to be published, right, at a certain day or a certain time. This is literally genius. So imagine you spend maybe a few hours a month creating all of your content for the month, writing all of your captions, planning all of this out on whatever app or platform that you choose, okay? Now you have a whole ass month of content ready to go 30 days out. So it's February now. So if you take all of February and take your photos, make your videos, do your reels or whatever, and plan it all out, your content is done for March. So then in March, you can do the same thing, and then your content is done for April. So it's literally brilliant, in my opinion. So especially if you spend the next 30 days creating new content, the following month, do it all over again, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So when you automate your content, you can then spend more time on social media being strategic with your engagement, posting on stories, having fun with trending reels. You know what I mean? So how can you save more time? If you are posting every day and sitting there trying to come up with these captions and blah, 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 it takes a lot of mental brain power to do that. So why not plan it out ahead of time? And here's the thing, if this seems too overwhelming to do this for every single day, why don't you just automate 1 or 2 posts a week? That way, you have something consistently going out once or twice a week that's pre-planned out. And then the rest of the days you can, have it be organic. If there's a funny reel, just post it on that day. But having some sort of social strategy automated is going to save you brain time and physical time of posting. And then you do however much you want, 1 or 2 days a week, once a week, every day, 3 times a day, however much content that you have, and whatever you feel comfortable automating is going to save you time. This does not mean you set it and forget it. That is the most detrimental thing that you can do for your social media, is just use an app like Later or Hootsuite or whatever, and then never go on your social media. That will literally tank your engagement. What I'm suggesting is to automate these posts so that you don't have to spend the time writing all the captions and figuring out what you want to post. In turn, spend the time engaging, spend the time posting on stories, spend the time doing a little bit of market research, what are other people doing, what new classes are coming up. Use it more strategically. Okay, so whatever works for you, but just know this is a huge time saver for you, and also so relieving to know that it's done ahead of time. I speak from experience. A lot of my content is published or created 6 weeks out. Okay, a lot of it. Number 2, no-brainer way to save time in the salon: online booking. Okay, I know. There's so many of you who are still in, I need an appointment book and a pencil, that's all I need type of a stylist, and that's fine. But I'm here to tell you this: you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time, because using online booking, while there are pros and cons to it, I have found the pros list way longer than the cons list. Okay. I've heard a lot of objections when it comes to online booking, just from talking to hairdressers, but I wanted to shed some light on some of the positives that online booking offers. So number 1, your clients can see your work. So yes, they can see it on Instagram, but this is different. They will see you on Instagram. They're going to follow you. They're going to see what you're up to. And then there's going to come a point where they're going to want to possibly be your client. So they're going to try to figure out, okay, how do I book with this person? What services do they offer? What do they charge? Now, they can go back and forth with you on DMs and waste a whole shitload of your time, or you can have it on your online booking app. So they can see your work. Uploading photos to your menu so that the clients have a visual idea of what they're wanting to book for will help significantly in getting that client to convert into a customer. Okay. Number 2, clients can see your pricing. There's no more negotiating or no sticker shock for clients. They go online, they see your pricing, they know what they're getting themselves into. Okay. Number 3, appointments can be requested and approved by you. So a lot of the objections I hear is like, I don't want somebody to book an appointment. How about if I have nothing else that day? Or how about if I don't know this person? Or what if I don't want them to book, and all this shit, right? You have to approve the appointment. So you're not going to have a random person getting on your books. You're not going to have a client book the wrong thing, because you're going to get the notification, hey, Susie booked for a balayage, and you're like, no, she fucking gets foils. So you change it and then you approve it. So it is still very much in your control. You're not just like giving up your control to Square or whatever app you want to use. Okay. Online booking pro number 4, you can use it to book your clients' appointments too. So if you have those regular standing appointments, or some of the clients who are not as tech savvy or who just don't have the time for it, you can book them on the app and they will get the reminders. They're going to get the notifications. You can have your policy on there. Like, it's literally a no-brainer. Let's see. Number 5, the apps typically will give you an option to have a client put a card on file. Some of you don't feel comfortable with that, and that's totally fine. But having the option of having the customer or client put their card on file is going to save you money that you will lose when a client no call, no shows or cancels last minute. You have their card on file, the policy is there. Now you're not shit out of luck 2 hours and $300. Okay. Number 6, one of my favorite options is the waitlist option. A lot of these apps have a waitlist option. So if a client wants to get in but doesn't see an available appointment, they can put themselves on a wait list. Now, here's the beauty of it. If there's another client that cancels their appointment, the wait list will, or the app will notify the client on the wait list, hey, this person just had a cancellation. This is available. Do you want it? And boom, your book is full. Like it's no brainer, in my opinion. Here's my 2 cents, very unsolicited. But before you completely shut down this idea of online booking, I want you to do this. Poke around a little bit. Play around in these different platforms. I think there's Vagaro, there's Square, there's StyleSeat, Gloss. I mean, there's so many options. Play around with the different apps and platforms that are available. Okay, a lot of them will offer an onboarding call or a kind of like a sales call, essentially to get you to try to buy into their app. But this is where you can ask all of your questions and you can say no. You can say no, thank you. But at least you will have an idea of what you're looking at getting into. Instead of just scoffing off at the idea of just like, no, I don't do that. I like my paper book. Like you are wasting so much time, babe. Literally going back and forth with clients, writing it down, erasing it, moving this client, people texting you at 10 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, no, don't need to do that anymore. Okay. So play around a little bit and see what they have to offer, because I promise you this, like once you take that leap, you will likely never look back. And I speak from experience. It took me a long time to open myself up to the idea of online booking, but now it's like I could never imagine using my calendar on my phone or having to like use my paper book that I would take everywhere with me. And God forbid it got lost because my whole life was in that paper book. Okay, it was bad. And then within these apps, clients have profiles. You can write down their formulas, notes, photos. Like it is so time saving. Okay. Number 3 way, no-brainer way on how to save some time in your salon is to learn faster and more efficient ways of creating the requested looks. This is especially true for all of you overthinkers and overfoilers. I promise you this, a service does not have to always take 4 to 6 hours. There are exceptions, but it is not the norm. There are so many amazing techniques, classes, and educators who teach on how to be more efficient with your placement and your foiling. As always, you guys know I'm so pro education. I recommend take as many classes as you can. Free ones, paid ones, online ones, in-person ones. Learn the ways to be more efficient behind the chair. Whether it's you changing your tools, maybe how you fold your foils, your sectioning, your application method. I guarantee you there is a better and a faster way to achieve the look. So get some education in, figure out how you can be more efficient. Secondly, I want you to, if you choose, work on getting your timing down, because I have a question for you. Do you know how long it takes you to apply a root retouch? Do you know how long it takes you to place one foil? How long does it take you to section the hair? Time yourself and set it as a baseline. Then you spend as much time as you can practicing and perfecting your technique to drop that timing down. So here's an example. Let's say it normally takes you 25 seconds to place a foil, and you're placing 100 foils on a client's head. At 25 seconds a foil, okay, at 100 foils, your approximate application time is 45 minutes. Now, if you can get your timing down to 10 seconds or 15 seconds, so if you can shave off 10 seconds of your application and foiling, from 25 seconds to 15 seconds. At 100 foils on the head, that puts your application down to 25 minutes. So just by learning more efficient, quicker placement and practicing, you can shave off 20 minutes of your application time. So try it out. I guarantee you there's a better, more efficient, or a faster way to do what you are currently doing. Seek it out. Seek it out and find it, because now more than ever, clients are looking for express. And I don't say express in a cheap way. Our time is very valuable. Our time is valuable, and so is our client. So if you can get the same result in less time, do you not think they're going to be eternally grateful to you? Spoiler alert, they will be. Okay. Okay. Number 4, no-brainer way to save time, stay organized. As someone who is very, very unorganized and messy, this is a hard one for me. I'll give you an example. I had one drawer for all of my clips, and all of my clips were just in that drawer. Okay. So if you're anything like me, I like using different clips for different reasons. So if I'm working on fine hair, for example, I like to use the little metal duck clips. Okay. If I'm working on long hair and very dense hair, I like those extra large alligator clips. If I'm cutting a precision cut or a bob, I like the small little metal YS Park clips. Sometimes I like the butterfly clips. Like, I have all kinds of different clips, and they were all thrown in that drawer, right? That's organized. That's the clip drawer. So what I'm getting at is this, okay? I had different clips. I like to use them for different reasons, but I was wasting so much freaking time digging through my clip drawer looking for the right clip. So one day I got a drawer organizer, and boom, my life was changed. It's seconds, but those seconds add up. So now there's a drawer for the clips that is organized. So there's the duck clips, the YS Park clips, the alligator clips, the extra large alligator clips, the little, like, they're all just so cute and organized. So now I grab what I need and I make sure to put it back. And if I don't, my assistant will. But staying organized, having a home for everything that you use regularly will significantly help you when you're trying to save time. Not having to dig through drawers and cabinets to find what you're looking for will surprisingly not only save you time, but it's also going to save your sanity. Hello, I speak from experience. Okay, so have a home and keep everything organized. So yes, it's shaving seconds here and seconds there and maybe a minute here. All of that adds up. All of it adds up. Okay. And lastly, number 5, no-brainer way to save money or save time and save money behind the chair is to use Magix 10 as your main color line. I know I'm biased, but I want to explain something here. And the reason I say I'm biased is because I'm the lead educator for Magix 10 and have been for a few years. But you got to understand something, guys. The reason I went to even try and work with Magix is because of how phenomenal the product is. So when I talk about Magix and when I say how it changed my business and when I say all of that, it's not because I work for the company. I work for the company because I love the product. It changed fucking everything for me. So Magix 10 it's a full color line, 92 shades, I believe, more being added this year, that all process in 10 minutes or less. So your gray coverage, 10 minutes. Your vibrant redhead, 10 minutes. Gray blending, 5 to 10 minutes. Toning, 5 to 8 minutes, okay? You can save up to 70% in processing time just if you switch to using Magix. And the best part, the line can be used as an acidic demi, as an alkaline demi, high lift color, blondes, permanent color, and it's not progressive, meaning it doesn't get darker. So this to me is the biggest no-brainer to save time. If you're using a color line, especially if it's like ammonia-free, gray coverage for ammonia-free color lines are typically 40 to 60 minutes in processing, where with Magix, it's 10. So you can save anywhere from 30 to 40, 50 minutes just in processing time. Like that's literally a no-brainer for me. Okay. That is what worked for me. And I would highly encourage you guys, if you're trying to save some time in the salon, try Magix 10, see how your life isn't changed, stay organized with your tools and have a home for everything. Learn faster and more efficient ways of creating the end result. Time yourself, get your timing down, get your application timing down without sacrificing the end result. It's just getting the timing down. Use online booking. I know some of you are like, fuck no, try it. And then automate your social media posts. Find a way to do things to save you time. So to close this out, take what works, leave what doesn't, as always, right? My goal is to help you with the lessons that I have learned along the way. And if this resonates with you, cool, I'm fucking thrilled. And if it doesn't, it's all good. I love you. Like, it's fine. So I hope that if anything, this has encouraged you to at least take a look at your business and see where you can shave time off. So you can either maybe see more clients or take some more time off, maybe not work weekends or not work nights. Like, look at big picture and see, okay, where can I save more time for me? Where can I save more time for my clients? And then what do I want to do with that time? Do I want to rest? Do I want to make more money? Whatever it is, right? Just take a look at where you can save more time and maybe implement some of the things I just shared. Might be helpful and might not. I don't know. But it has worked for me and I hope that these work for you. I will see you guys next week. Until next time, happy hair coloring.